It stands 12 feet tall, with razor-sharp claws. His hide littered with the weapons of fallen warriors.
Disney and Pixar collaborate for the 13th time in this tale of royalty and heroism. Hello there everybody, and thank you once again for tuning into ReelScreenReviews.com. I am of course movie critic Nick Iacobucci, and our next movie review is Brave. This animated comedy and adventure will open in the middle of the summer movie season on June 22nd, 2012. This is an early review. Brave features the voice talents of Kelly MacDonald, Billy Connolly, Emma Thompson, and Craig Ferguson. This film comes to us from director Brenda Chapman with assistance from Mark Andrews, the people responsible for bringing us films such as The Prince of Egypt and John Carter. They now take the reins of the next Disney Pixar work of art, and my God, it's just gotta be better than the stalled clunker known as Cars 2. This tale tells of a princess named Merida that will stop at nothing to lead her own life and won't be subjected to being told what to do. After getting into trouble with the lords of the land, she also unintentionally releases conflict and wrath into the kingdom. As a result of her actions, she will do everything she can to correct her mistake, and that would also include going to see an unconventional old witch that will grant her one wish. Before this tale comes to an end, Merida will more than learn the meaning of courage, and will she have enough time to reverse the spell before it's too late? Well people, I'm going to begin with the fact that they have chosen to put a female at the helm of this feature in the name of Brenda Chapman. Now I know that director Mark Andrews came in and lent a hand, but a woman in charge of this picture makes sure that the relationship between mother and daughter is brought to the forefront. She seems to very much encompass for females what male directors did for both Cars and Finding Nemo. I couldn't appreciate more that this was not a story about a princess finding true love between a man and a woman, and instead focused on the tumultuous connection between a parent and a child. Now the best and strongest aspects of this newest Pixar adventure are the technical achievements accomplished throughout. Put into the simplest of terms, Brave is one of the most beautiful films that I have ever had the pleasure to see. The sweeping landscape shots look like a detailed painting miraculously come to life, and the intricate detail down to the red locks of the main character's hair is nothing short of astounding. This movie is such a visual marvel that it makes Disney's Tangled look as if it's been sitting in the Disney vault for about 20 years, and their use of the 3D technology was also utilized to its fullest extent. Now there are other things to compliment as well. How about the absence of hidey-ho songs like You've Got a Friend in Me, because now they have replaced that with a big and grand score by Patrick Doyle. This man, just like the movie's princess, splits the arrow with his accurate and brilliant notes of true Scottish music, and the songs that are sung by renowned folk singer Julie Fowlis adds both dimension and authenticity to the feature as well. Now the voiceover talent in Brave is also top-notch. Kelly MacDonald shines in the lead role and brings to life a female as strong as the film's title. In one aspect, she's as charming as any Disney princess, but make no mistake about it, she is also just as courageous and adventurous as Katniss from The Hunger Games. Then you have Emma Thompson that brings just enough emotion and believability to the contradictory character of the Queen and balances the playing field as to not make our heroine perfect. Then Billy Connolly as the King was a perfect match, and I don't know what else to say, but I just love Billy Connolly. This man accomplishes here what he accomplishes in everything that he's in, and that's to be a welcome treat. Now this isn't a perfect film, and I did find some fault with Brave. First of all, this story is anything but groundbreaking and doesn't innovate the way that The Incredibles or Toy Story did when they came out. The film's story is contrary to its title and plays it safe, never even trying to test itself. Then with Merida always complaining about her independence and freedom, who could not sit in attendance and not constantly be reminded of previous Disney royalty, the likes of Jasmine and Ariel? And in the most unoriginal of plot twists, our heroine even goes to see an elderly witch for help, but of course this only sets up the film's major conflict. At around 1 hour and 40 minutes, Brave was a stunning achievement to look at and will not disappoint any youngsters in the audience. It is a movie well worth seeing, and even though I do not encourage this very much, I actually highly recommend that you see it in 3D if at all possible. This movie is nothing short of gorgeous, and sometimes it's just a wonder to behold. Now, one of its main shortcomings is that as it draws closer to its climactic finale, I thought that it slowly started to lose steam and not gain momentum. However, that comes from a movie critic in his late 30s and not of the target audience of 10-year-old toddlers. This feature is immensely enjoyable, highly entertaining, and the animated short film La Luna that plays before it is also just as fun. Nick's Real Screen Review is a very favorable, but just escaping perfection, 3.5 stars out of 4, and that's for Disney and Pixar's newest achievement entitled Brave. And remember, people, I'm not always right, but only when it comes to the movies, and thank you very much for your attention.
And when we are put to the test, it is the one thing we must always be.